Hello and welcome to my review of Contraband, starring Mark Whalberg, Giovanni Ribisi, and Kate Beckinsale. You guys like my New Year's resolution? Contraband centers on a brilliant smuggler played by Mark Whalberg who had to get out of the criminal life because he now has a wife and family. However, he's forced back into the criminal life when his brother-in-law screws up a job and owes money to an unscrupulous gangster played by Giovanni Ribisi. He's forced back into the game and has to go on one last heist to recover a bunch of counterfeit money. Now, Contraband obviously didn't have a great deal of expectation with me. It's the first movie of the new year for me. It's January, it's just a Mark Whalberg vehicle. I didn't really expect much, and if it was even decent, I would have been satisfied. But I have to say, Contraband was a surprise. It was a solid action movie. The thing that actually surprised me about this film is that while the writing isn't 100% perfect, this movie actually does have some decent characterization and some good performances. The thing that surprised me about this film is that while the writing isn't exactly strong, considering that it's just fairly standard action movie storyline, the badass who has to get back into the game, the characterization is actually somewhat decent. We have Mark Whalberg delivering another solid action hero performance, to where Mark Whalberg just has this very nice everyman charisma that I feel comes across very much, and I really enjoyed his character, but he's not the best character in this film. You also have Ben Foster, one of my favies, Kate Beckinsale, and a show-stealing performance by Jonah Jameson, no, it's a character he played, J.K. Simmons, as the ship's captain that Mark Whalberg is using to have this smuggling operation go over. But you're not really watching this movie for the story and characterization, you're watching this for the heist. And let me tell you something, the heist in this movie actually really does deliver. It's not a really original heist, but just the way the filmmaker manages to convey it actually makes it very fun. And it's just fun to watch these guys do this heist, and it does get fairly creative. And let me tell you something, I was on the edge of my seat throughout a lot of this movie because I was just really enjoying where they were going with it. One of the weaknesses of this film is the villain. Giovanni Ribisi, I love the guy, great actor. However, in this film, he was really a non-threatening choice to play the gangster that Mark Whalberg faces. Not only is he such a small presence compared to Whalberg, but he just doesn't have the flair of a great villain. He has this very cheesy New Orleans accent that kind of sounds like a cartoon character. He's just not threatening. And there's another villain in this film, a Mexican drug dealer, who's actually much better than he is, and I kind of wish that he and Giovanni Ribisi had switched roles in a way, because one was just so much more threatening than the other. Another issue I have with this film is some of the cinematography. In the action scenes and during the dialogue, there's a lot of shaky cams, zoom in, zoom out craziness that a lot of action directors like to do, and it gets kind of irritating, but it doesn't distract from the film too much, and it's not as bad as it is in some action films. But overall, Contraband was a very nice surprise. It is a completely solid action and heist film. I enjoyed every second of it. It actually does try to give you a sense of the relationships between these characters, especially Mark Whalberg and Ben Foster. Like I said, it's not huge, but the fact that it's even there elevates this above some other action films, and I actually give this 3 stars out of 4. It was a good way to start off the year, and if the rest of the year is full of surprises like this, we're in for a good one. So guys, please give me some constructive criticism on my new format and location. I'm so glad to be out of that bedroom. But please note that this is my first attempt at doing a review in one take, so I'm not great at it yet, and I know I maybe missed some details about this film, but I'm trying my best. And this year I'm going to really try and put myself on the map because I don't look like some random kid in his bedroom. I actually have a decent set now. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'm Movie Kid Mike, making sure your time is worth your money.